Hey, this is Neil Asher from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, where we help people start their own successful businesses on Amazon right here in Australia. We've got over 2,000 members right now. We're the fastest growing community of e-commerce entrepreneurs here in Australia with global sales of over $50 million. You can find out more by going to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. Why do most people attempt to start an Amazon business fail? In this video, I'm going to show you why. Next, let's talk about failing on Amazon. Why do you think, question for you, why do you think, post in the comments for me, why do you think most people who start an Amazon business, not the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, we are different, I'd like to think we are anyway, most people what start an Amazon business, indeed any business, do not succeed, they fail. Why is that? Why do you reckon that is? I would be super interested to hear what your thoughts are. I'm going to talk about it relative to an Amazon business, but I've been involved with lots and lots of different types of business, not just retail like this Amazon is retail. I've been involved with lots of different things and seen it over and over and over again. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what it is. It's the same basic stats and ratios apply. Why is that? What the fuck is going on? So while you are posting in there, I'm going to come to you in just a second. Here's my thoughts. Okay, I'm going to give you what I think is the very, very top level Amazon specific reasons. Okay, I think there's usually two reasons. Reason number one, product. Okay, mentioned already, it's pretty hard to make an Amazon business win, succeed, work if you're trying to sell the wrong thing. And in my experience, lots and lots of people just try and sell the wrong thing. What they try and do is they try and sell the cheapest thing they can source. They don't give a shit about their customers. They don't really give a shit what their customer actually wants. What they're trying to do is just sell the cheapest thing possible on Amazon. And that is always going to fail. It's always going to fail because there's no way in hell you can compete with people who are selling basically direct from the factory, aka Chinese sellers. Okay, you just can't compete with that shit. There's no way you can. So that's always going to be a recipe for disaster. So anytime I hear somebody say, you know, oh, I just want to make money on Amazon, I know instantly if they don't change their attitude, it just isn't going to work for them. It's just not going to work. So is that. Number two, spoke about attitude just then. Attitude's a big one. Attitude's a big one. So I used to be an affiliate marketer. So I used to work in the affiliate marketing space a long time ago now, but I made a lot of money as an affiliate in the affiliate industry. And one of the big secrets within that industry was weight loss. Weight loss was a really big secret. So it was a kind of standing joke within the affiliate industry that it was actually very, very easy to lose weight. It's actually super easy to do that. All you actually need to do is, of course, eat less calories than you require for a day, and your body will then start utilizing the fat stored in your system to lose or to make up the deficit of calories that you're putting into your mouth. Okay, I mean, there's a little bit more to it than that, but when you strip it all back, that's what it comes down to. Exercise has got a very tiny component of weight loss. It's mostly to do with how much food you put in your mouth. Okay, so lots and lots of people also intrinsically know this. Like, this is not rocket science. You just have to eat less food. And yet, so many people struggle to lose weight. Why the hell is that? Well, you know, there's a whole raft of psychological reasons that we could go into. But suffice to say, lots and lots of people, they do not stick with their diets. Okay? So, it's the same with building a business. There's lots and lots of people who get into a business and they're all excited to get into a business, and then at the first sign of problems, the first time they get hungry, oh, I want a donut. Ah, what am I going to do? I want a donut. They eat the donut. The first sign that it's not working for them, the first sign it's hard, they just give up. And that is, I think, the biggest reason people fail in business. I don't think they fail. Very few businesses actually fail. Very, very few of them actually fail. What actually happens is owners give up. That's what actually happens. Okay, it's not the business that's failed. That happens very rarely. The owners, however, give up, and that is, I reckon, a crying shame. And typically they're giving up because of unmet expectations. That is the big one, I reckon, anyway. So a lot of people come into Amazon. I mean, we're talking about Amazon, could be talking about anything, and they think this is going to be easy. This is going to be easy. It ain't. It ain't. Retail, what we do, is actually simple to understand. It's super simple to understand. You buy from this place over here for $5, you sell this place over here, Amazon, whatever it may be, for $30. I mean, the concept is super, super easy, yeah? But it is not a simple business. Not a simple business. If it were, everybody would do it. I'm actually really glad it's not, because it means that we who take the time to learn how to do it properly get to actually make some great money doing it, okay? But most people, when they're coming in, they think it's going to be a really, really simple, easy business. I'm going to kill it in a week. Just doesn't work like that. Just doesn't work like that. What else? So, also, I think there's a thing around budget as well, and that is the big thing here is either trying to launch or trying to get into a product category that you simply don't have the money to get into. So an example of that would be trying to sell, I don't know, supplements, which is an expensive category to get into, when you've only got $1,000 to allocate to the business. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. There are some business categories you can get into for $1,000 and they can work. Supplements is not one of them. If you try and do that, you'll blow your money before you've even got to the first post, and then you'll have to give up because you don't have any money left, okay? So that's important. That's all to do with that investment planning and planning that out. And that also go hand in hand, of course, with risk and taking a risk. The reason there exists an ability to make a shitload of money in a given area is typically because of risk, because you can also lose a lot of money as well. Okay, so that's why banks only give you 5% if you're lucky. That's why a stock market overall only makes 10%. It's all to do with risk. Okay, so anytime you're getting better or outsized returns, risk goes up. Risk goes up. As returns go up, risk goes up. There's that attitude towards risk that's a problem as well. All right, so that's some things to consider. What do you think? You tell me. John, lack of commitment. Yep. Kelly, rushing in with no research. Yeah, that's a big one. James Riley, lack of knowledge. Jenny, lack of understanding. Athena, persistence. This is a big one. The very, very first product I launched on Amazon bombed. Did not work at all. I lost all my money. Lost all my money that I'd put into that product. Gone. If it hadn't been for going back and trying again, I wouldn't be here now. Okay, persistence is massively important. Cass, not doing your homework on how to sell on Amazon. Good point. Maddie, fear. Ashok, mindset. Tony, research. Naran, no knowledge. Naran, no strategy. Murray, lack of clarity. So having your goals well laid out and then thinking about your goals as well. Trying to sell a bad product, says Terry. Sell too cheap, can't afford to restock. That's what comes back to that budget planning one. Not setting up your product correctly. Expecting things to be too easy and then giving up when things are actually hard. And they are hard. I am in awe at the people within the Aussie online entrepreneurs who stick with it, because I know, like I'm frigging doing this day in, day out. It's hard. It's hard. The returns, the money you can make is substantial. But anybody telling you it's friggin' easy, they want shooting. It's just not. It's just not. But you can make a lot of money, but it is not easy. High expectations, lack of motivation, not getting advice. You've got to get advice. You've got to tread in the shoes of people that have been there before and sidestep all the mistakes that they make. Sidestep all that, make new mistakes, of course, because that's how you learn. But you can fast track by learning from people who've already done this shit. Not knowing the rules, bad products, not focusing on cash flow. Cash flow is very important. Something that I think about a lot is cash. This is a great one from Nat. They don't have the money at the start to grow effectively, so it's just a pricey hobby. Really, really well thought out. I like that. A pricey hobby. Lots of people got a very expensive hobby. Nothing wrong with having a hobby, but just know that's what it is. Rosie says, and this is the last one, we'll finish it with Rosie. They think it's just a matter of listing a product and then making quick money. They have no idea about all the rules, the policies, the research, etc. They get bad advice, they don't get training, and they don't know how to find and research great products. I'll finish on that from Rosie, because that's a really, really great one. All of these things, of course, I believe, are in the Aussie online entrepreneurs, and that's why I reckon AOE is so friggin' awesome, and the folks in AOE, the ones that stick with it anyway, end up doing so well because we cover all those bases. We've got some incredibly talented people who amazingly generously share their own highs and lows on this particular journey as they're going through building their own Amazon business. So that was a video from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs weekly Q&A session just for Aussie Online Entrepreneurs members. If you'd like to find out more about joining the fastest growing e-commerce community here in Australia, you can go to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. See you next time.